Hi everyone, I'm Father Scott Vanderveer, and today I'm thinking about how often in life there's this flow that makes one thing go directly into the next. And so sometimes life doesn't feel like chapters or episodes. It almost feels more like one great big stream of consciousness with no beginning and no end. And that's true in most circumstances, but there are certain times when the events of our life or of our careers or of our family dynamic make it that there actually is a chapter that begins at a certain point and other chapters that end at a certain point. So I'm thinking of the birth of a child. When a child is born, everything changes forever. And whatever stage of life the parents were in before the birth of that child, they will never be in that stage again. You can't make the river flow upstream. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. The same is true 18 years later when the kids go off after graduating. If you're sending a child to college, for instance, that is a very big bookend to their childhood. Although they're not done being your child, although they're not done maturing and growing, that's a time that you can mark. The graduation year of a child is in our head from the time that they begin kindergarten. And then to see them go through all the stages of their growth and maturing and recognize that there is a certain day when the car is packed, their childhood bedroom is empty, and they no longer live at the address they had for the first 18 years. I think for me, being a priest and being assigned to different parishes is very similar to that. On September 1st, I'll be moving to St. Mary's in Glens Falls. And it almost feels to me like my moving there is a totally separate experience from my leaving St. Mary's and St. Patrick's in Ravenna and Coxsackie. Maybe that's true for when kids go to college too. How they feel about leaving home and how they feel about going to the dorm with some new friends. Those are two very different experiences. No matter how hard the leaving home is, it doesn't stop you from feeling the joy of where you're going. And no matter how happy you are about where you're going, it can't shield you from the pain of that goodbye. And I think I'm feeling that right now, that my feelings about going to Glens Falls are filled with excitement. I think it's going to be so wonderful to be in such a vibrant community, such a diverse place. So many remarkable things are going on in the greater Glens Falls area and also at St. Mary's Parish in Glens Falls that I'm thrilled to be a part of. Also, I love Catholic education. I gave a huge chunk of my life to it. So I am so excited to be part of the St. Mary's, St. Alphonsus Regional Catholic School community. I'm thrilled about all of that. Being near the Adirondack Mountains will be beautiful. Being in a new part of the diocese to explore, I can't wait. Getting to know all of those people who I know have been waiting for their new pastor for a long time, what a joy. But it doesn't change that leaving is a totally separate experience. The feeling of the last Mass at St. Mary's in Coxsackie and St. Patrick's in Ravenna is going to be very, very bitter and sweet. The feeling of arriving for the first Mass at St. Mary's in Glens Falls is completely separate from that in many ways. It's completely independent of that. I don't feel that the sadness of leaving is ruining the joy of going, but I also don't feel that the joy of going is able to lessen the sadness of leaving. I'll tell you what a friend said recently that I think is beautiful and true. There comes sometimes in life, some moments where we have to wrap up the experience that we've had and see it as a gift. We need to wrap it up and start to see it as a gift. And that is what September 1st will mean to me as I load the truck and leave the communities that I've been living in and leading and loving and being a member of for the past almost 6 years, it'll feel like I'm wrapping up a gift that God gave me. And I think that that's important for us as a parish to consider too, for our two parishes to consider that the past 6 years, filled with excitement but also filled with struggles, that has been a gift that we can't just say we're enjoying fully every day, because that's not how gifts are. Sometimes you have to take a step back and say, what a blessing this has been, and to see that gift all wrapped and ready to be presented. So I say this wanting to let you know that I see my time in Coxsackie and Ravenna as a great gift. And I am forever grateful that God gave me the chance to be here and to do the work that we've done together. Now that I'm going on to a new assignment, I hope that all of you in Coxsackie and Ravenna will stay strong members of your parishes in Greene County and Southern Albany County. I hope that you will not follow me to Glens Falls as regular viewers of the Mass. I hope that you'll check in on me. I wouldn't mind if you watch that Mass later in the day on Sunday, but I don't want that to replace your being at St. Patrick's or St. Mary's, or watching the St. Patrick's or St. Mary's live stream. You may be surprised to hear me say, I don't want you giving donations to St. Mary's in Glens Falls. The people of St. Mary's in Glens Falls have a long and proud history of taking care of their parish, of stewarding the work of the Catholic Church in their community. I want your stewardship and donations to stay at St. Mary's and St. Patrick's, the communities that we have loved, the communities that we've worked so hard together to build for a new generation. I want you to continue watching my YouTube channel. Please do. I hope that you'll continue watching the posts that I'm putting online. But I hope that you won't do that instead of staying connected with what's going on at St. Mary's and St. Patrick's. It would be a shame if the gift that we've gotten a chance to wrap and recognize all of a sudden is put aside. It's a gift that we want to celebrate and want to love. So I want to thank you for all of the ways that you have been good to me, and I want to offer you my pledge that I will keep you in my prayers always and forever. May God bless you all.